it, my man?
How's it, my man?
What must we do?
Good, man. You must do like this. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's test this one. Let's go.
Hi there everyone and welcome to TAL. Now that may look like an ordinary Golf 5 GTI, but I assure you it is not. Let's pop down and pop up, because I'm like on a downhill, that's on an uphill. Let's pop up there and pop the bonnet and not really see much, but I'll explain to you what's been done to this car that makes it pretty special. There's a massive following of people who do this to their Golf GTIs, so do not roast me if I am not the most clued up with this. I'm not doing it to my car, so I don't have all the knowledge like a lot of people do. So if I do say something wrong, correct me down in the comment section below. Like I said, there's lots more people that have lots more knowledge on this specific conversion. It's called K04. Let's have a look at it. Like I said, uphill. This car looks pretty nice actually. BBS wheels. It's got 4 exhaust tips with carbon fiber. I just bring that exposure up a little bit. The best number plate known to mankind. It's a very good looking car, but the main thing lies under the bonnet. Let's have a look at this quickly. I like when people take off the VW badge. I feel like it makes the front look a bit cleaner in my opinion. So we pop the bonnet, and well, to be honest, it looks quite stock, quite stock. Besides for the that right there, massive air intake. So cue the voiceover and yes, let's get to work. The Borg-Warner K04 turbocharger that originally came on cars such as the Audi S3 and Golf 6R is perfectly sized for the 2 liters of displacement to allow for stout horsepower numbers as the RPMs increase with no fall-offs as redline approaches. The gains are significant and most cars push close to or more than 300 wheel horsepower. The K04 kit is basically a turbocharger kit, but more than just the turbo needs to be changed. Here are some of the changes most owners do to their cars. Firstly, the K04 Borg-Warner turbo. They have to change injectors. This car has S3 injectors. This car also has a bigger S3 intercooler. It has bigger boost pipes, throttle and discharge pipes, DV relocate, down pipes, induction, and a host of other upgrades including different kinds of software, new coil packs, and forged DV. These are just a few to mention. There are lots more and lots of different variants which a person can use. It's not just engine noise. There's so much going on with the blower valve and it dumps and everything. Yeah, it's like it's having a conversation with you, this entire thing. It's so sick. So everyone, what you're hearing is a bit of a zombie car. And I say zombie car because we're sitting in a Golf 5, but it's got a K04 motor, and as we just explained, that's a few components such as the turbo, etc. from Golf 6R, Audi S3, TTS, lots of cars, they have a bigger turbo. So that turbo was taken and put into a light, small Golf 5 GTI. By the way, this one is a DSG, so just listen to this pop. From the inside, it's not as loud. From the outside, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. By the way, the owner of this guy is sitting right next to me, but a little camera shy, so he's not going to be saying anything during the video. The Golf 5 GTI, or pretty much any Golf GTI, is front-wheel drive. So when you're pushing high power, you tend to get torque steer on front-wheel drive. But this car's torque steer, it's quite different to other cars' torque steer, because if you look at a Focus RS, for example, that has lots of power, but the torque steer, it basically takes you to one side. With this car, the wheels just spin, so instead of it pulling you to one side or the other, which it does, but it does a little, it more spins. It spins more than it does pull you to side. So when you're accelerating hard, it's not like you're going left or going right. It's like you're going in a straight line, but if you turn, nothing's really gonna happen. So it's quite entertaining. And to be honest, I don't think front wheel drive would be this fun and this exhilarating. You know, I like the rear wheel drive driftiness, but for front wheel drive, this is very, very fun. This car has got its K04 kit. K04 basically makes the car stage 3 with, you know, downpipes and everything. You have to take the cats out. And this car also has its exhaust done by power pipe, so it sounds very nice. It's deep and rumbly and growly. It sounds less like a strong 4-cylinder. It sounds like a mini V8, if I can say it like that. It sounds deep and it sounds angry, and it is angry because there's 450 newtons. It takes off. Stock Golf 5s make about 147 kilowatts. That's about 195-200 horsepower and 280 newton meters of torque. Now this car, running on low boost with normal pump gas, is running 295 horsepower at the wheels. That should be about 320 at the flywheel. 320 horsepower at the flywheel is around 235-240 kilowatt at the flywheel, so about 220 at the wheels, just to give you an average. And instead of 280 newtons, it's running 454, call it 460 newtons. So it's got power to rival a Golf 7R, and it's got more character, to be honest with you too. And this one has the 6-speed DSG box, so changes are pretty fast. This box is pretty quick for an older generation DSG. This is a 6-speed, like I said. The new ones are 7-speed. And lots of people say when you do the K04, the gearbox, you can leave it stock. It should take up to about 600 newtons, and it shouldn't really have too many problems. Once you start pushing past the 600 newton meter mark on power, then the gearbox tends to start giving a little bit of problems, big problems, because DSGs like to give big problems if they ever give problems. So most people usually cap the newton meters on these cars around 550 if they want to even push that high on higher boost. So lots of technicalities to do with tuning. Once you start tuning your car, you can do lots and lots of things to it, and your car can be different and will be different from everyone else's. So to sum it up, Golf 5 GTI with a Golf 6 Turbo is not necessary. It's not something one would advise you to do because it's sensible. It's not sensible, but it's fun as hell, that's for sure. That's too good, man. That is too good. helpful in any way, shape or form, please give it a thumbs up. If you have a K04 yourself or you know about K04, comment down below any information, whether useful or not, preferably useful. Comment down below, give this video a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.